Okay, so today is day 3, and we are doing the Schreiben and Sprechen 1.1. And today we are going to, it's a recap about what we have learned so far, and also to be able to introduce yourself in German and know all the pronouns, right? So we are going to start with the Schreiben and Sprechen, and then we move to the listening and hearing. But the assignment is only at the listening and hearing. With the Schreiben and Sprechen, it's for self-practice, and the answers are for self-check. They all have the answers in them. But the main assignment is going to be at listening and hearing number 2. Okay. Okay. So we started with the basic greetings, right? And I have some scenarios here that we are going to practice, right? So we have scenario 1, that is meeting a friend in the morning. So it is 9 a.m. and you run into a friend at a cafe, but you haven't seen each other in a while, and you want to greet them and ask how they are doing, right? What would you say? So the keywords here, we have the time, which is 9 a.m., and you want to greet a friend and ask how they are doing. How will you say that in German? Can someone tell me that you meet your friend, it's 9 a.m., you want to greet them and ask how they are doing? How will you say that in German?
Guten Morgen, wie geht's?
Yeah, guten Morgen, wie geht's? Okay, correct. Number 2 is greeting the teacher in the afternoon. So it is 2 p.m. and you meet your teacher in the hallway before class starts. You want to greet them politely and ask how they are doing. So it's 2 p.m. You meet your teacher in the hallway, so you greet your teacher and ask how they are doing. How will you say that in German?
Okay. Guten Tag. Wie geht es Ihnen?
Yes, so guten Tag, wie geht es Ihnen? Good. Number 3 is talking to a neighbor in the evening. So it is 6:30 p.m. and you see your neighbor outside while you are both taking out the trash. You want to greet them and ask how they are doing. Then say goodbye as you go back inside. So the keywords here is 6:30 p.m. You want to greet neighbor and ask how they are doing, and you say goodbye. So with a neighbor, it can depend, right? There are some neighbors that you are close to, and there are some that you are not close to. So how will you say that you want to greet your neighbor and ask how they are doing and say goodbye?
Hallo, wie geht's? Tschüss.
Okay. So hello, wie geht's? Choose. Okay, correct. Number 4, greeting a family member in the evening. So it is 7:30 p.m. and you come home from school. You see your family member, which can be your mother, your father, or your sibling, and want to greet them and ask how their day has been and tell them good night. So how will you say that we have 7 p.m., greets family, ask how they are doing and how their day went? That one you don't know, right? That one is Viva Dein Tag and good night. So 7 p.m., how will you greet your family? Ask how they are doing and how their day went and say good night.
Guten Abend. Wie geht's du? Gute Nacht.
No, there are some lapses, and asking how somebody is doing, it's not if you get X do, it's if you get X dear.
Okay, okay.
So let's start again.
Guten Abend.
Mhm.
Wie geht's dir?
Mhm.
Gute Nacht.
Yes, but we did not ask how their day
Okay,
went.
wie den Tag?
Über dein Tag. Okay, good. So we have the answers listed below. That's how the Schreiben expression is like it's going to be, right? All the practicals that we are going to do, I will list the answers below. There are some few instances that I will tell you to submit me something on the WhatsApp, but majority of the time you have the answers attached already. So number one, meeting a friend in the morning, we have Guten Morgen, Biget XDN, right? And but you can also use the hello, okay? And greeting a teacher in the afternoon, you can use Guten Tag with the Herr and the Frau. Since it's formal, you can use Biget S Ihnen. And talking to a neighbor in the evening is Guten Abend, Biget S Ihnen, and Auf Wiedersehen. And greeting a family member in the evening is Hallo, Viva dein Tag, and Good Nacht, right? That means that's good night. So if you have any question, this one is practical, so don't stay back, right? It's only the listening and hearing that I talk more, but the Schreiben expression, you can always chip in if you don't understand anything. So we also did the alphabets, right? And with the listening and hearing, I don't read anything with you. You have to read everything by yourself. But the Schreiben expression, I give you tips that you can use to improve your reading, right? So let's do some practice with the spellings. So we have here house, and I tell you that house is going to be ha, h, a, u, and x, right? That's going to be house. And baum is tree, which is b, a, u, m. And we have hund as dog, which is ha, u, n, d. That's going to be hund. And we have book, which is b, u, t, and ha. And we have Apfel, which is A, P, F, A, and N, which is going to be Apfel. So now I want you guys to spell your first name for me. All right? We are going to do that now. I'm going to mention your names one by one. So for example, if your name is Anna, you will spell it as A-N-N-A. So pronunciation tip is say each letter clearly and slowly. Okay, so let's start with the practice. So let me start with Mr. Jonathan. Please spell your first name for me.
Hello.
Yeah,
Okay, hello. Okay. So as we spell it in German, right?
yeah.
Okay. So Nathan. J O N T H A N Jonathan.
Okay, good. Madam Felicia.
Felicia. F A L E C E A
Ah,
A.
okay. Madam Rose Sentete.
So I'll spell Lacro. L
Okay.
A L K U O.
Okay, good. Madam Margaret.
I'm spelling Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
Margaret.
Okay. Madam Winifred.
Okay, Winifred. They A
E.
N A
E.
N E. Sorry. Okay, so let me start. V E N N E F L A D. Winifred.
Okay. Mr. John. Okay. So the first part of your exams, right? The speaking part, they are going to tell you to spell something. So the alphabet is something that you cannot run away from. Okay. So please make sure that you know all the German alphabets. So in case but you find something difficult, go back to the day 2, right? When you come to the day 2, yeah, you can get the video lecture again and watch everything again. Okay. Okay. So let's also check how to pronounce words in German. Like I'm saying that it's only the Schreiben and Sprechen that I give you guys tips. So mostly break the word into 2, depending on the length, right? Sometimes 3. So a word like car like this, we're going to say auto, right? And that's going to be auto, which is car. So Brot, this one, we just go once. So Brot, which is red. Mutter is Mutter, which is mother. Schule is Schule, which is school. Freund is Freund, which is friend. House is house, which is house. Wasser is Wasser, which is water. Tisch is Tisch, which is table. Zeit is Zeit, which is time. Stadt is city. Book is book. Fenster is Fenster, which is window. Hund is dog. Katze is cat. Baum is tree. Lehrer is teacher. Garten is garden. And Sonne is sun. And Mond is moon. And Blume is Blume, which is flower, right? So the moon is moon, Sonne is sun, and Blume is flower. So let's use that same tip to mention these words here. So again, I'm going to mention your names one by one. Don't think too much about getting this right? I know that you are learning. It's just your third day. So just pronounce it. And if you do any mistake, I will support you, right? So let's start with Mr. Jonathan. Please mention these words for me.
My line went also. The one you have circled.
Yeah.
Okay. So people and family. Der Mann, die Frau, das Kind,
Das Kind.
das Kind. Okay. Der Vater, die Mutter, der Bruder, die Schwester, die Freund, die Freundin. Okay.
Okay, good. Madam Margaret, please mention these words for me.
Das Haus.
Mhm.
Die Wohnung.
Wohnung.
Die Schule. Wohnung.
Mhm.
Die Schule.
Mhm.
Der Park.
Mhm.
Das Geschäft.
Geschäft.
Die Stadt. Die Schrift.
Mhm.
Die Stadt.
Mhm.
Das Land.
Okay. Madam Lacroix. This part, yeah.
Das Buch,
Mhm.
der Stuhl,
Mhm.
yeah, das Buch, der Stuhl, der Tisch, das Auto, das Fahrrad,
Mhm.
der Computer, das Handy.
Okay. Madam Felicia.
Okay. Food and drink. Das Brot.
Mhm.
Der Apfel.
Mhm.
Das Wasser.
Mhm.
Die Milch.
Mhm.
Der Kaffee.
Mhm.
Der Tee.
Mhm.
Das Bier.
Okay. Madam Winifred.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one is mine, please?
I have marked.
Oh, okay. Das Brot. Der Apfel. Das Wasser.
Wasser.
Das Wasser. Der Milch. Der Kaffee.
Mhm.
Der Tee.
Mhm.
Der Das Bier.
That's BM. Okay, good.
Okay.
So these are also some verbs, right? And that's the logic behind this. You realize that I've not maybe we have not done anything like pronunciation practice, but you're already able to pronounce some words, right? And that's how it is. Like if we focus to master each chapter, by the time that we are done, automatically you are going to be speaking and you'll be able to write very good German. So let's check some verbs here that we are going to use more often throughout the course. So we have sein, which is to be, haben, which is to have, kommen, which is to come, gehen, which is to go, machen, which is to do, essen, which is to eat, trinken, which is to drink, lesen, which is to read, schreiben, which is to write, sprechen, which is to speak, hören, which is to hear or listen, sehen, which is to see, spielen, which is to play, arbeiten, which is to work, and wohnen, which is to live. Okay. So last time I introduced one W word to you guys. That was the V. And fortunately, in German, they use W words like English. If I say W words, I'm just trying to say words like what, which, who, when, right? And the first one I introduced was V. That was how. So I'm going to add 3 more to it. And if you are speaking with like someone, right? Maybe in a 30 seconds or 1 minute, anything that you do, right? Probability of you using the W word is very high. You call me on phone and you are talking to me. Whatever that it is, like if our communication is more than 30 seconds, right? You will ask me a question. So it means that this one is your foundation. This one, you must know how to use the WS very, very well. And me, I don't believe in true and poor. I want you to understand how to use it so that if you see something that even you are not expecting, you can just apply that rule and you'll be able to go about it. Okay. So the first W word that we are going to check is was, which means that what. Please write it down. We are going to use it for some practicals right now. So please write it down. And we use was for objects and things. So example is was is das. So what is that? Das ist ein Ball. So that is a ball. To ask about the purpose is to ask about an object or a thing. Number 2 is wo, which is where. Please write it down. Just write the meaning by it. This one is enough for you to see it. We are going to use it right now. So we use wo for places or positions. So an example is wo is Martin. Where is Martin? Martin is in Ghana. Martin is in Ghana. Purpose is to ask about the location or position of someone or something. Number 3 is V. That is how, and it's for states and characteristics. So an example is V is the ball. How is the ball? The ball is klein. The ball is small. So purpose is to ask about the condition or characteristics of something. Please write this one down. We are going to use it right now. And the last one is wer, which is who. And we use it for people. So an example is wer is that? So who is that? So that is Martin. That is Martin. And the purpose is to ask about a person. Is to ask about a person, right? So I hope you just have these phrases down. Later on after class, you can come back and write all these things, right? Everything is recorded.
Please.
So after class, you can come and
Please,
write all these. But for now, just write this one. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Jonathan.
yes, please. I wanted to ask about the WIR. Which one is that?
WER. Where?
No, IR. I saw it somewhere. I don't know. It's not part of this one.
VA. That one is a
VA.
personal pronoun, not a W word.
Okay.
So I think we should learn that after this class, after this chapter. That's the 1.2.
Okay. Okay.
VM means that we.
Okay. All right.
All right. So we have these questions here that we are going to solve right now, and after we check the answers together. So number one is, das ist ein Ball, and below are questions that uses German words. Fill in the blanks with the correct W word. So which W word will you put here to get this answer? Which W word will you put here to get the answer? Martin is in Ghana. Which W word will you put here to get the boy is Klein? Which W word will you put here to get das ist Martin? Which W word will you put here to get Martin spilt mit dem Ball? And so on till number 9. So sometimes I'm going to speed you guys a bit, and it's not like I want to speed you, but that's how I train my students, because everything about Germans, they are doing it very fast. Your exams is fast. They give you just 10 minutes for your writing. So you must start tuning your mind for that, right? You have to be very active. Don't expect like maybe you get all the time for everything. So this one is 9 questions. I'm going to take 2 minutes out and give you guys 7 minutes. And the goal is that it's not like I want to pressure you or try and go fast. No, but that's how I want to train you. So just answer it. Don't write all the full phrases. I don't need that. Just the W words, right? And after 7 minutes, I will come and we check the answers together. So you can start work. Yeah, Mr. Jonathan, I'm listening. Unmute yourself. Mr. Jonathan, I cannot hear you. Okay, start work.
Sir, please, I can't see the latter part. Ẹ come on. Only 20 cities nearby.
Okay. So let's check the answers, right? Can you tell me the answer for number one?
Bo.
Bo is that. That's a sign bo. Wrong.
Vas.
Vas.
Yeah. No.
Vas.
Yeah. Good. Number 2.
Vo.
Vo. Vo.
Correct. Number 3.
V.
Ve.
V. Not the answer is V. Yeah.
V.
V.
Yeah.
So how is the ball? The ball is small. Number 4.
Ve.
Number 4. V. Correct. Number 5.
Ve.
Ve.
So
Ve.
V spelled made them ball. Who is playing with the ball? Martin. Number 6.
Ve.
No.
Vas.
Vas.
No.
Vas.
No.
A.
V.
V. Yeah. Yesterday, I told you guys that asking someone's name, we say, how are you called, right? So wie heißt du? So in German, we don't say was heißt du. That's
What
like,
is your name?
yes. So we don't say that. We say V. So how are you called? So it's going to be V. Number 7.
Vo.
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 Number 8.
Vas.
Vas.
Number 9.
Vas.
Vas.
V.
I just made that correction, right?
V.
So number 9 is V.
Say, the number 8. Can it also be Vo?
It can be vo, but the answer doesn't answer vo. Vo is thine job. Where is your job? This one is my job is. So this one is asking about your profession. So vo will not work in this context. Like if it's about location, then in that context it can work. So I have the answers listed here always. So number 1 is vas. Number 2 is vo. Number 3 is v. Number 4 is ve. Number 5 2 is ve. Number 6 is v. Number 7 is vo. And number 8 is vas. And number 9 is v. So in case you have any question, you can please ask. So let's learn how to introduce ourselves, and we are going to use 4 keywords, which is name, your name, country, your age, and your location. So please write in your book each heise, then you add your name to it. Just write it. Each heise, then you add your name to it. And trying to say your country, we are going to use each comment house I come from. I'm going to do the more explanation about this one in the next lecture. So write each comment house, then you add your country. So an example is each comment house Deutschland. That means that I come from Germany. Please write that one too. Number 3, saying your age, you're going to say age being that you bring your age here plus Yara out. So Yara out is years old, right? Now you don't know numbers. We are going to check the numbers tomorrow. So just write it like this. So age being 25 Yara out, they put it there. And the last one is your location. So to stay is wohnen, which we are going to learn that more in the next slide. So write each wohne in, then you add your city to it. So each wohne in Berlin, or each wohne in Accra, or each wohne in Ansuma. So combined, you should get something like Hallo, ich heiße Felix, ich komme aus Deutschland, ich bin 25 Jahre alt und ich wohne in Berlin, right? And Name is your name. To be called is Heißen. Country is das Land. And to come from is coming aus. So please keep it, right? We are going to use it in your next assignment. That is the listening and hearing 1.2. So keep it, okay? But you can always come back again to the recorded lecture and you can watch everything that we have done so far. So we just learned how to introduce ourselves with these 4 keywords. And I also introduced some W words. That's the was, wo, wie, and wer. And we also did some basic pronunciation of words like nouns and verbs in German, and how to pronounce words, break it down into 2 sometimes, like if it's too long, into 3. And we also did some spelling practice and greetings, right? So if you check the listening and hearing 0.1 and 0.2, that one, it was not practical like this, right? So there are some things that I will teach at the listening and hearing, but I won't teach at the Schreiben and Sprechen. For example, this W words thing here, I don't teach it at the listening and hearing, right? I do it at the Schreiben and Sprechen. So if you open your page and you have listening and hearing and Schreiben and Sprechen, and you don't do all of them, we are going to miss some things out. Okay, so you must always be sure that you're always following each slide on the page. When it is Schreiben and Sprechen and listening and hearing, make sure that you are going to go through all of them. Else, you will miss some important information. Okay. And one last thing I want to introduce before we end this slide and we go to the next one is this particular feature here. That is exams mode and custom charts. So if you open this slide, this chapter or this place, you have exams mode and custom charts. The exams mode, we are not yet here, but the custom charts, you can open it and choose your level A1. And this one, you can ask any question in German, anything. You can have a chat with it. You can ask any grammar question. For example, let me just write, what are personal pronouns in German? Right now, you don't know much stuff to communicate. So you can just ask grammar questions, right? And it can give you any response, like very clear response. And you can even control it. This one, I said personal pronouns, and it is giving me nominative, accusative, dative, and reflexive pronoun. That is a bit advanced, right? I can tell him that, can you tell me about each, do, z, x, and so on conjugation? And it's going to come to your level, right? So you can have a personal chat with this one. Since now we don't have a lot of topics to talk about, like A2 and so on, they can put topics there, maybe like shopping. and you can have communication about it. Maybe self-introduction, you can have communication about it. Or maybe, can we practice? W words like what we just did, V, vas, vo, and ve, right? And you can just put it there, and it's going to practice with you. If you feel like you are doing it and you are tired and you want your summary, you can just click this one, end section, and show summary. So like if you click it, it's going to give you all the words that you have used and the summary of what we had a chat about, right? You can even download it as PDF if you want to keep it. Okay. So yeah, so that's the PDF. So you can use the custom chat, right? Or even if you are doing your assignment and you don't understand something, that maybe you are stuck and you don't want to disturb me. Some of the students will say that I don't want to disturb you, no problem. So you can use this one, right? So you can see my picture and everything there. So it's like you are communicating with me. And I've told him what I want him to teach you. So it's like I'm talking to you. Okay. So even if you are doing your work and you are stuck with something, you can use this feature here as custom chat to also support. So that should be all for the Schreiben and Sprechen